Fady Khoury is an attorney at Adalah. It's a legal rights center for the Arab minority in Israel. He joins us now from Haifa. Fady, thank you very much indeed for your time. Of course, every example in that report is heartbreaking for family members who can't perform a proper burial. I want to give you another one. In 2002, a Palestinian boy blew himself up in an illegal Israeli settlement. His father said he had no idea what the boy was going to do. He was 15 years old. 2002, that body still hasn't been returned. Why?
Yeah, so the reasons apparently have changed over time. Recently, the Israeli government claimed that they're holding on to bodies in order to impose some pressure on Hamas in order for Hamas to release bodies and soldiers that they hold, Israeli soldiers. So previously, it was a different reason, but right now it's mainly as a pressure on Hamas.
Does it make any difference to Benjamin Netanyahu that he's breaking his own country's laws? He's contravening the Geneva Conventions?
Right. So they don't perceive it as such. We actually have been in courts over this for the past 2.5 years. And we got a judgment in our favor stating that, according to Israeli law, the state does not have the legal authority to pursue these policies, but the state ended up asking for an additional hearing in the case, which now we are dealing with in the Israeli Supreme Court. But I don't think Netanyahu cares or his government care about whether or not they're respecting international or domestic laws, because it's not the only case in which we see infringements and violations of norms when it comes to this and previous Netanyahu governments.
What do you find the reaction is amongst Israeli citizens? This does seem to have caused divisions inside the Knesset. Arab members of the Knesset have previously been suspended from that body because they've met family members of people who are trying to get their family remains back of people who have died.
Yeah, I think today in Israeli society, the political and societal discourse at large have become so infused with hatred and a lot of antagonism towards Palestinians. So once you mention the word terror or terrorism, which is a label basically attached to any act of Palestinian resistance, even the ones that are not necessarily violent, you automatically have a majority support within the public for any policy, whether or not it's legal. So it's hard to gauge exactly every person's position on this, but nevertheless, we don't see a lot of resistance from Israeli citizens on these issues particularly.
Fady, we really appreciate it. Thank you very much indeed.